has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come. Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Now let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Will Hardy.
Well, Kevin, his strategy defensively is about containing them in transition. He wants his guys to try and control the pace and the tempo. Turn this game into a little bit more of a half-court defensive contest. It's a tall order, but that's what he wants. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Conley the pass to Bogdanovic. Azubuike on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or two.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Here's Miracle Man. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Mobley inside. He's against Vanderbilt. He was all alone on that one. 9 points for Miracle Man. You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton, they nailed just about every one of their selections. And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Suns.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Good on the shot.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Here's Miracle Man. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 13. Pass to Bogdanovic. And he drives in. He's off on that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Mitchell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Knocked away. No one near him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
And good that time.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally. In the paint, creating for others or himself.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
Here's Miracle Man. He's got 16. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Conley. Deep two from Clarkson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 21 points for Miracle Man.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Clarkson outside. Right wing launches a three. Conley's shot is off.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to...
Substitution on the court.
Here's Miracle Man. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miracle Man's got 24.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He finished with 70 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Here's Bogdanovich, and that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Garland.
And you love what Bojan Bogdanovic has done to round out his game. Worked very hard to become a complete player.
And it's good, 2 points.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
In traffic, Bogdanovich protects the ball with his body and uses change of pace to keep defenders at bay.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Evan Mobley's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrate an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside, Sexton. Good D by Mitchell. And So it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Out on the perimeter, Clarkson and Bogdanovich. Then there's Jarred Vanderbilt. Then it's Conley, and it's Azubuike in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Conley scanning the floor. More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you play? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes. Sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks. And timely they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it, sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll, and sometimes they'll just go under.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Here's Miracle Man, and he jams it with authority.
Assisted
Because he attracts so